the visit to Canada of His Majesty King Hussein bin Talal of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan and of his gracious wife, Queen Noor. Welcome, Your Majesties. We are honored to receive you, and in this house and in this country, you are among friends. We also celebrate here today the landmark first address to the Canadian Parliament of the leader of an Arab country.
The Palestinians and the Arab world have made a historic compromise to concede geography, but not quality of national rights. The PLO has met all the prerequisites and requirements to achieve a peaceful settlement of the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, in line with international legitimacy and global consensus. The one remaining obstacle to a just peace is Israel's inability to reach a decision on the future of the Arab territories that it has occupied by force for over 20 years. No matter how long and winding the road may be, no matter how many twists and turns it contains, it will ultimately lead to the question: does Israel accept the application of United Nations Security Council Resolutions 242 and 338 to the Arab territories that it now occupies, as they were applied to Sinai? There is only one resolution, 242, and it is ironic to see Israel accept its application to Sinai in its entirety and float a different interpretation of the same resolution where the West Bank is concerned. If Israel were to accept this principle, the modalities would not constitute a hurdle, and the road to the International Peace Conference would be open. As we strive to bring about a peaceful resolution of the Palestinian problem in all its aspects, a resolution that allows Palestinians to exercise their legitimate national rights and guarantees the security of all nations in the region.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Palestinian Corner from Montreal, and this is our 32nd episode devoted to King Hussein of Jordan. Hussein's rule extended through 4 decades of Arab-Israeli conflict. He recognized Israel in 1994. He was born in 1935 in Amman, Jordan, became a king after the abdication of his father, King Talal, in 1952. He was educated at Victoria College in Egypt and Harrow School and the Royal Military Academy in England. When he became a king, he dismissed British Globe Basha, the commander of the Jordanian army, and replacing all British officers with Jordanians. Meeting between King Hussein and Israel officials began in 1963 for sharing Israel's longest borders. He was interested in maintaining a peace at the borders. Much of his desire grew out of criticism from the Ba'athist regimes in Iraq and Syria, and also Nasser's speeches about King Hussein, which were broadcasted over the Arab Voice radio from Cairo. In June 1967, the Six-Day War, Jordan coordinated with Egypt and Syria and lost control of the West Bank, and the king saw his military shattered. In addition, the country was for a second time overrun by Palestinian refugees. After the 1967 war and the adoption of the UN Security Council Resolution 242, the UN pushed for a Middle East peace process based on its 242 resolutions. Both Egypt and Israel responded to such proposals with support for the peace. But the process moved slowly. In 1994, Hussein concluded negotiations to end the official state of war with Israel, resulting in the Israeli-Jordanian Treaty of Peace. Hussein was often involved in negotiations between the Israelis and Palestinians. His 11th hour intervention in January 1997 is said to have brought Palestinian Chairman Yasser Arafat and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to an agreement on the long-awaited withdrawal of Israeli troops from most of Hebron city, which we still have problems with it. At the end of July 1998, it was made public that King Hussein was diagnosed with cancer. Hussein thought he recovered from his illness, as the case usually. He returned back to Amman in January 1999. Hussein made a change to his succession in favor of his oldest son, Abdullah, from his brother. King Hussein died of complications at the age of 62. حقا ظلم وأسيء فهم الملك حسين ملك الأردن الذي حكم المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية من عام 52 وحتى عام 1999. ولد في عمان عام 1935 وكان الابن البكر للأمير طلال الذي حكم الأردن لعدة شهور وأقيل برأي الأطباء لمرضه. درس في الأردن ومصر ولندن البريطانية وأتقن وتحدث الإنجليزية بطلاقة، وهذا يمكن سبب شهرته. عند جلوسه على العرش اصطدم من موقعه كملك مع المد الثوري الذي طغى على الساحة العربية في ذلك الوقت من قبل البعثيين في سوريا والعراق، وخطابات الرئيس جمال عبد الناصر المد القومي في مصر. فما كان منه إلا أن عرب قيادة الجيش الأردني عام 56 والذي كان من ضمنها إعفاء جلوب باشا من مهامه، وكانوا ضباط الإنجليز وكل الضباط الإنجليز كما أنها المعاهدة البريطانية، ورفض أن تستغل القواعد الإنجليزية في الأردن للاعتداء على مصر في 56 في سنته الأولى من حكم الأردن. في عام 67 الكل بتذكر ذلك صدرت الأوامر لقيادة الجيش الأردني بإخلاء مواقعهم في الضفة الغربية، وذلك بعد هزيمة القوات المصرية والسورية في حرب يونيو، وقد تعرض فيها الجيش الأردني إلى خسارة كبيرة في الأرواح والمعدات لتضارب الأوامر القادمة من قيادة القوات العربية المشتركة بعد الضرب اللي أخذوها، إضافة إلى غياب الغطاء الجوي الذي وعدت به مصر وسوريا بتوفيره بناء على طلب الدول العربية ومنظمة التحرير الفلسطينية في مؤتمر القمة العربي بالجزائر عام 74 باتخاذ قرار فك الارتباط الذي أنهى العلاقة القانونية والإدارية مع الضفة الغربية على المستوى المحلي وأعطاها إلى السلطة الفلسطينية. عمل خلال عهده على تحقيق السلام في الشرق الأوسط، حيث كان له دور مهم في بلورة قرار مجلس الأمن الدولي رقم 242 والذي تلا حرب 67، والذي ينادي بانسحاب إسرائيل من جميع الأراضي العربية المحتلة مقابل تحقيق السلام، كما لعب دور جوهري في انعقاد مؤتمر مدريد للسلام وتوفير مظلة للفلسطينيين من التفاوض حول مستقبلهم كجزء من وفد أردني فلسطيني إذا تتذكروا مشترك، كما قام في عام 94 بالتوقيع على معاهدة سلام بين بلاده وإسرائيل. في 7 فبراير 1999 توفى أثر إصابته بالسرطان عن عمر 62 عاما، وكان قد عانى منه لعدة سنوات. الله يرحمه.
His grandfather, King Abdullah, was assassinated in 1951 because he was trying to get a peace with Israel.
On what sort of conditions, Your Majesty, do you think it would be possible to have a peace with Israel?
I think a peace settlement with Israel can only be hoped to be brought about is when Israel starts to feel and believe that there are the Arab rights. The battle was waged against us mainly from the air, almost exclusively from the air, with such overwhelming strength and continued sustained air attack on every single unit, on every single formation of our armed forces, day and night, right till last night.
The speed with which we have achieved our objective and the efficiency is an indication that it could have happened a long time ago had we taken a different approach. Muslim extremism, I'm a true Muslim, and I know what my religion is, and I know what my faith is, and I know it is entirely different to what some choose to portray as Islam. If there are elements that are willing to ride the wave for political gains. So it is a question of a few here and there. They could create problems.
This is peace with dignity. This is peace with commitment. This is our gift to our peoples and the generations to come.
I'm more than happy to have been able to contribute in some small way at this important juncture towards accomplishing what you had set out to accomplish, Palestinians and Israelis, over such a long time ago.
Mr. President, Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, Secretary, and dear friends, they have indeed been two very, very special days. Days of commitment and hope. Days marking a dream coming true. Days dedicated to the future of our peoples. All our peoples. And to the ones that will follow, to live in peace and security, with no barriers separating them.
الأردن ديرتنا وعنا ما تخلى وبسيف المالك نتعدى الكون. الله يا عشان الله. السما